Hello, I'm John from the Haunt Informer,
And I'm Glenn from Fall Ritual.
and this is episode 42 of Fall Informer, and today we are interviewing Nicky from Brighton Asylum, so definitely.
Hello.
Hello, nice to have you on.
Nice to be here.
Yes. Start the questions.
Awesome. So we'll get started right away. What got you into haunted attractions and then leading you to working at Brighton Asylum?
Well, I've always been into scary stuff. Like I've always big into horror movies and blood and gore, and I've always wanted to be involved somehow. So I ended up finding Brighton Asylum and I went for an interview my first day there and I got the actor position right away and I've loved it ever since. I've been doing that for 7 years and
Wow.
that place is literally my home. I've never worked at any other haunts.
Okay. Gotcha,
Did
gotcha.
you go through it prior to interviewing there and becoming an actor? Did you go through it first
Um
as like, a regular customer?
Actually, no. I found out about it through a friend. They said, "Oh, Brighton's hiring." And I said, "Oh, I might as well try to apply. Why not?" I actually never went through other haunts before prior to that, so it was definitely very interesting.
Nice. Yeah, that's an interesting the haunt to start with. It's very detailed.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of great sets. We got a good atmosphere. It's an awesome place.
Oh yeah, definitely. So something I saw on your Instagram that definitely caught my eye was the photo shoot you did with Rudy and that custom hat you had. That was really cool with the skull on it, like the rib cage. That was really cool. Tell me about that.
Oh yeah, so it's from she's a small business. It's for you your unique side. That's what her business it's called. I
Okay.
actually found her through a fair I go to. It's called Lunar Fair.
Okay.
And every time her booth is there, I see she has these cute little mini top hats and it fits my style so much so because I'm very big into like the spooky Victorian style. So I saw her hats and I'm like, that would fit my aesthetic perfectly. So I try to incorporate that when I dress as my character at the haunt and just my everyday style. It just fits me so perfectly. And she makes these little hats by hand, like they're all handmade. Like she's amazing.
Yeah, it looked really nice.
Oh yeah, it's definitely I have a couple of them. I think I have three hats in total. There's the one you saw, and then I got two other ones. They're just I love them.
Nice, nice. Cool.
So going back to your character, how long did it take you to create your character? How long have you ever done another character, or is this like your permanent
Oh, this
character?
is my permanent character. I'm Lucy Bathory. She's a vampire porcelain doll. I could tell you guys the backstory if you're interested.
Sure, go ahead.
So, Lucy's a vampire porcelain doll. She was left in the asylum by her original person, and the boys of the haunt didn't like how she looked like because they picked on her a lot, so they physically tried to break her, like physically tried to smash her, but she cannot be broken, so she just put herself back together, hence why the cracks.
Okay.
And in order to keep going, she actually drinks the blood of the asylum patients, and now she's basically a doll out for revenge, and she attacks the boys of the haunt since those are the people that tried to hurt her. So she's very vengeful.
Now, do you have any special voices for your character, or do you actually talk to people in character, or do you do
I
more
do.
snarls and things?
Lucy is actually 6 years old. She's a
Oh,
young little girl that doesn't age since the vampirism. So she talks in a very like young girl voice, and then sometimes she talks very like out there, like very deep kind of.
okay. That'd be interesting.
Like she'll go from my tallies are this way. Let's go see my friends to blood. I need more blood.
Yeah. That'll work.
So she goes from being cutesy and innocent, like, oh, maybe I could trust her, to I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Don't mess with me.
Exactly. That's great.
And what does that do to your vocals at the end of the night, at the end of the
Yeah.
weekend, at the end of the haunt season?
Well, as I've mentioned, I have been doing this for 7 years, so I trained my voice so I don't kill my voice. Like that's why I go from high to low. I train my voice to make sure my voice isn't shot by the end of the night, because we sometimes get out pretty late. I remember when I was first starting, there was one night we didn't get out till I want to say 3 in the morning, something like that.
Wow. That's
But
great.
but due to COVID, our hours have changed, so it's not
Okay.
as bad, but it's still a late night, especially I want to say Saturdays. That's like our busiest nights.
Yeah. I can imagine it gets really busy.
Oh yeah, it's definitely it's a busy night.
Now, if you have your like perfect night where it's not as busy and you have smaller groups and everything, what is your like optimal scare? What are your favorite scare techniques?
Um, Well, when we used to do contact nights, I'd actually get up behind people and I would either hiss in their ears or I
Okay.
would go like this behind their neck and kind of drag my nails behind their neck to like creep them out. But since we don't do contact nights anymore because of COVID,
Yeah.
I still do the hissing, but it's sometimes hard for people to hear because we got animatronics and everything going on in the background. So instead, I do like what I showed you before, or I do my creepy laugh.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, I'm curious, can you do contorting or do you just hide in the dark?
I basically just hide in the dark. I mean, I am flexible, but not that flexible.
Okay.
Because I usually do like pop out scare type
Oh,
stuff. So I basically take my hand, I like lunge out at people through like a little window,
okay.
basically.
Okay, okay. Gotcha.
It still gets a good effect either way.
Oh yeah.
Because people don't see me coming, because I'm very well hidden and they don't expect me.
Yes. Nice.
How long does it take you to get into full costume, full makeup, everything?
Um, Not too long. I want to say maybe like 20, 30 minutes max, depending.
Okay.
It's not too bad considering some we've heard it's like hours.
Yes.
I'm actually
But I,
wearing my full outfit if you guys want to see.
Sure.
I don't know if you could see it, but yeah, this is my full costume.
Okay.
I, I don't know if you saw it.
I saw part of it. It's like,
yeah.
yeah. It's like it's going with like the creepy dolls behind you and everything. It's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like it looks almost like an Alice in Wonderland type dress, basically. It's
Okay.
that, and I have like this black coat with like nice little details on it and beading, and that's basically my outfit.
Like, did you find that outfit new and you just, did it up?
I actually bought it from a Halloween store in the city and I saw it, I'm like, oh, I really like this look. It definitely fits my aesthetic. And then I just basically had one of the makeup artists at the haunt basically kind of dingy it up for me and it stuck.
Nice. Nice, nice. So, how did you come up with your name for Lucy Bathory? Did you want to be like more sadistic, or what is the backstory for that? Like going with the back.
It's actually a mix of two different things. So the Lucy part is I like this band called Sisters of Mercy. I don't know if you heard of them, but they
Yeah.
have a they're a goth band basically, and they have a song called Lucretia My Reflection.
Okay.
So the Lucy comes from Lucretia, and I put Lucy to make it a little shorter. And then Bathory is actually from Elizabeth Bathory because I'm so fascinated with her story, the fact that she bathed in virgin's blood. And even though she wasn't a vampire, it still has a vampire aesthetic to it because of the blood. So I basically mixed two of my favorite things into one name.
Okay. Interesting.
I
Cool.
wanted to make it unique to my own, basically.
Yeah, definitely. Nice. That's cool. I thought the Lucy would have been like Lucifer, but because I've seen other characters call themselves like Lucy Fur, which I thought was fun.
Oh, no, no, definitely not that.
Oh, right.
Are
Cool.
you always in the same scene or same area every year at Brighton, or can you mix it up, or you do like
Um,
you ever do like any like line acting out there with Frankie and
oh, they sadly don't put me in queue lines. I've never done queue lines. I've always generally been like in the bleeding grounds section. I've That's always been my area, basically.
Okay, okay. So I'm curious. So why did you go with like the bleeding from the eyes and like the red contacts? Like, is that on purpose? Like, did you think you wanted to do red, or do you change it up like some nights it's green, or is it always red?
Well, I used to put the Mansons in, the
Oh,
white with like the black rims, but I
yeah.
decided to change it up to look more of like a vampiric thing, so hence the red eyes.
Okay.
And then the crying blood, that's kind of, I guess, goes to the backstory of Lucy, where she's a very vengeful spirit and they try to break her, but she's not a normal being. Again, she's a vampire, so she cries blood instead of regular tears. Her tears are blood.
Okay. Yeah. That explains it. Nice.
I'm going to steal this question from John. I know John loves to ask this question, but I'm going to steal it from him. What has been your best scare? Sorry,
Yeah.
John.
That's
I
okay.
know that's one of your
That's okay.
questions.
That's okay.
Oh, that's a very good question, and I will be happy to tell you. So, I was in the library section and I was behind a curtain, and I popped out at this group and I scared the girl so much that she fainted.
Wow.
She fainted right in the middle of the thing, and I had to break character and say, let's get her into the egress area. That's where the actors are. And I had to go get security, but luckily she was okay. And I made a joke. I said, I guess I scared you that good, huh? But luckily she was okay. That was my main concern, to make sure that she was okay. But that was my first time making someone faint.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome. Now, was that in the bleeding grounds when you scared that girl?
Oh yeah, that
Okay,
was upstairs.
okay, nice. Now, have you gotten to tour the different buildings, like the Brighton Asylum and the new attraction, like Portal? Have you been able to look through those different attractions?
Um, I got to see glimpses of it, but I haven't really got to fully walk through it because, like I said, I'm always working and whatnot, so I didn't really get to fully explore it, but I have seen little snippets of it, and it's really awesome.
Because I've seen teaser pictures of the finale for Portal, and it looks really neat.
Oh yeah, they actually I think there's one section that's new down there. It's like a chapel. It's
Yeah,
really awesome.
that's what I'm talking about. It looks really nice.
If you guys are ever in Jersey, I highly recommend checking it out. It's Rich is always adding new stuff and it's awesome. I love it.
Nice.
Now, do you do the off-season stuff as well when they have off-season
Yes,
events?
I do.
Okay,
Yep.
I think this is what John was trying to get to with your makeup and the color. Do you change it from like an all-season event? Do you do
Yes.
like a different color? If it's like St. Patty's Day, do you do like, I think that's what John was trying to
Yeah.
Oh
allude.
yeah, so for St. Patrick's Day, I actually do my Bloody Tears green instead of
Okay.
red.
I
And
think that's
then
what
Nice.
John was trying to ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wear like with my outfit, I normally just wear like black leggings underneath, but for St. Patty's Day, I wear like black and green striped leggings instead.
Okay. Do you do Valentine's Day as well?
Oh yes, I do. Yep. I do all the off-season events.
Okay.
Christmas too? Christmas too?
Yep, all
Nice.
them.
Awesome. What has been your favorite off-season event to do? Like, which one do you like the most? Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, halfway to Halloween, Christmas? What do you like the most?
That's a tough one because I love all of them, but I want to say I have two of them. So Dark Valentine and Halfway to Halloween are definitely my favorites.
Okay.
Because with Dark Valentine, you got the couples that want to come through, and I feel like I could, in a sense, mess with them more when it's couples.
Definitely.
Because they're all like, oh, Dark Valentine, lovey-dovey, and Lucy being a vengeful character, I could use that to my advantage with my backstory and everything.
Definitely. What do you do for halfway to Halloween?
Um,
Do you do orange? Do you do like orange contacts and like orange coming from the eyes?
oh no, I still do the same everything
Still do
red.
it.
I don't really
Okay.
change it up too much. Maybe I was considering maybe getting like a mini top hat made to do like Halloween colors maybe, but that's pretty much it.
Okay. Gotcha. So you talked about the awesome scare you got the fainting. What has been like some of the other good scares you've gotten? Like that's obviously a really good one. What other good ones have you gotten recently?
This was when I was in the tilt room. We have a room that's kind of like tilted,
Hmm?
and I scared someone so bad that they fell on their butts. Like legit, I got people to fall on their butts and they had trouble getting up. That's happened a couple times, and I feel so bad, but it's like that's how I know I got a good scare when I get them to fall.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always good when you get someone on the ground. It's always a good scare.
Yes.
Do you have like a top three or top five haunts you would love to check out? I know it's difficult with haunt actors, being in the season, you can't hit so many, but do you have like a top three or top five you would love to go to?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think I got a top three, but I know there's a couple haunts in PA I've heard about that I would love to check out. I can't remember the names of them exactly, but I know there's a couple in PA I want to check out, and I think there's some in New York as well. I did hear of Blood Manor. I did want to
Yes.
check that out. I don't know if they're still around, but I wouldn't mind checking them out.
Yeah, I think Blood Matters still. I think actually they're more in the city, aren't they?
Yeah,
Like
I
actually in New
think they
York City.
are. Yeah.
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 Because I literally live really close to the city, roughly maybe 40 minutes away from the city, so that's pretty close to home for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think you'd want to get there early to get parking.
Yeah, that's definitely a must, as I know the lines and haunts could get pretty crazy.
Yes,
And
definitely.
Blood Manor, I think from their Instagram, I've seen like some pretty famous people go through it since it is in like New York City.
Yeah.
I've seen some pretty famous actors and stuff go through it.
That's the one Kevin Hart went through.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one Kevin
Ice
Hart.
Ice T went through it, I think, too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I definitely gotta check this out then.
Yeah. There's a lot of really good haunts in Pennsylvania and New York. There's a lot to choose from.
I definitely gotta look it up then, look at the list and pick one to go through.
I definitely recommend checking out Haunt World. Haunt World has a massive list of haunts and the scare factor. They both have
Okay.
very good lists of haunts.
Good to know.
So what do you do for Halloween? Do you haunt act at Brighton for Halloween, or do you take the night off and watch horror movies? What would you prefer doing?
I prefer being with my Brighton family, even though that is actually my wedding anniversary. I got married on Halloween 2 years ago during
Nice.
COVID, but Brighton is my second home, like I mentioned. I love it there. That's like my happy place. So, what better way to spend my favorite time of year than to be with my haunt family and to scare the humans, as I like to say.
What's been like the best outfit you've seen someone come through on Halloween with? Because I was there on Halloween in 2021. I saw a lot of people dressed up.
Um, that's a good one. I can't remember offhand. I want to say a lot of people came through as Harley Quinn. I saw a couple Harley Quinns. I'm a
Okay.
huge Harley Quinn fan, so seeing that made me pretty happy.
Was it like the retro Harley Quinn or the more modern day like Suicide Squad one?
Suicide Squad Harley.
Okay. Gotcha.
And,
That'd be
and
awesome.
and
If
speaking of Harley Quinn, I actually have been called Harley Quinn before. Like I've had customers be like, "Oh, look, it's Harley Quinn." And I was secretly smiling inside, considering again, I'm a big Harley fan, but I love the original Harley, like from the animated
Yeah,
series.
that would be awesome if someone walked in from like the animated
Oh, if I
series.
saw that, I would totally be secretly fangirling, definitely.
Or two people came in, one is Harley Quinn and one is Poison Ivy from the animated series.
That
That
Yes, I would love that so much. If I saw that, I'd be like, yes, that
would
totally made my night.
yes. Now, I saw on your Instagram you've met mobile horror celebrities in the horror industry at conventions. Tell me about some of your best experiences with them.
I want to say my best experience was Matthew Lillard. Like he was a
Right.
total sweetheart. Like it was funny. So when I was standing in line waiting for him, I had my makeup on and everything,
Okay.
and I saw him looking at me like in when I was in the crowd, and he was just so nice and sweet, and I gave him like a big bear hug. He was really nice. I met him. Who else did I meet? I met Tobin Bell. He was really nice. I
Cool.
met Shawnee Smith. I think she was the girl that played his apprentice in Saw. Was that her?
Um, Anna, right? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
Amanda, I think it was.
Amanda, yes, Amanda.
She was really nice too. And I also met I forgot his name. He voiced Jack Skeleton in Nightmare Before Christmas.
yeah, the guy was in Child's Play too.
Yes, I think he played the cop.
Yes, yeah, he was like the not the sheriff, yeah, he was the cop in Child's Play. Chris something.
Yeah, I met him,
Yeah.
and I know you'll get a kick out of this one. I met Quinn Lord. I met Sam.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
That's awesome. I'm
That
actually wearing my
that
trick or treat shirt today.
I have that same shirt. I am obsessed with Trick or Treat. That is my favorite movie. I actually have a Living Dead doll of Sam, and I got him to autograph that. Like that is my top favorite horror film. I love it so much. And Sam is so adorable. How can you not love him?
Just follow the rules and you'll be fine.
Exactly. It's like follow the rules and you'll be fine. If you don't follow the rules, well, you're kind of screwed there.
Pretty much.
I saw someone put him on like the best horror villain, Sam. I'm like, I don't think he's a horror villain. Like, I don't think he's a villain. I think he's just trying to, keep
Keep
the
the
traditions
tradition of
going.
Halloween alive.
I
He's
won't
just a
say,
vigilante of Halloween,
you're right.
basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That is a really good movie. I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I look forward to always seeing it. I would see it multiple times and I never get bored of it. Never.
No. So, did you see any upcoming horror movies that you liked? Did you see like Evil Dead Rise or anything like that? Or
I saw this one recently called The Boogeyman. It was interesting.
okay, was that like the new Stephen King one?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
I honestly didn't even know Stephen King did until they said the very like in the credits. I'm like, oh, that explains a lot. It wasn't too bad. I do want to see Evil Dead Rise though. I definitely do want to check that out.
That was really crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did? Oh, you
Oh, I
saw it?
saw it's really crazy. I have the shirt from Fright Rags that has the poster on it. So it's really cool.
Solid.
Yeah. There's a lot of really good homage to The Shining in it too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That is definitely a classic. The Shining, that's totally a classic.
Yes.
Can you tell us anything about upcoming season on Brighton? Do you know any stuff you can kind of give away to? Anything being added? Any changes?
I sadly do not know any details, but I'm sure whatever it is, I'm looking forward to it either way. Like I said, Rich is always adding new stuff every year on there, so I think it's going to be a good season. A lot of good stuff to look forward to, definitely.
Yes. And you'll be in the Bleeding Grounds again, right?
Oh yeah, I think I do so good there. I think that's basically my permanent home basically. I love it there. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I have one final question for you. Do you scare act with other actors sometimes? Like you do a distraction scare where someone else distracts them, or you do and a person gets the scare? Have you done that before?
Yes, I have actually when my very first season I actually did that with Frankie, believe it or not.
Nice.
We were in a doll room together. I would basically pop out of this big type of wardrobe dresser, and
Okay.
he would pop out of this closet thing on the bottom. So he'd pop out of the closet first, I guess, as like a distraction scare, and then I would pop out of the wardrobe.
Okay. Okay.
That was definitely my favorite room. Like that doll room was my room. As soon as I first saw that room, I'm like, I want that room. Because dolls are my thing. I love dolls so much. I actually collect dolls. I collect Living Dead dolls and I collect porcelain dolls as well.
Hmm. Have you seen Annabelle with like the Conjuring and everything?
Oh yeah, and I love it.
Yeah, nice. So, what are your final thoughts for everybody? Where can they reach you, tag you in the future if they see you at Brighton, all that.
You could find me on Instagram. I'm under Nicky Def 13. That's your best bet to find me.
Alrighty. Everybody look for Nikki in the Bleeding Grounds. And this has been episode 42 of Fall Informer. I'm John from the Haunt Informer.
And I'm Glenn from Fall Ritual.
And until next time, happy hauntings.